and that leads into a matchup with number 2 seed Iowa State. Michael, what are your initial thoughts on this matchup?
So my initial thoughts, Tennessee can play with this team.
I think they can.
Now, having said that, this game does make me a little bit nervous for a couple of reasons. Now, one positive for Tennessee, Iowa State will be without their best player in this game, Joshua Jefferson. He's going to be out,
Is that
and that is
confirmed?
big.
Is that confirmed?
I'm not going to say it's confirmed, but everything I have heard says that he will be out. But
I think
I'm
he
not
will
gonna
be out
I'm not
too.
gonna I'm not gonna sit here and confirm anything without citing my sources. And I don't have those sources, but everything I've heard, he will be out.
I think he will be out too. I think they're playing a little bit of gamesmanship by saying that he's getting better. He's day by day. But I seen that kid get hurt and he couldn't put any weight on his ankle whatsoever. And he was in a boot in the second game for the round of 32 game. So I highly doubt that kid plays. But if he does, man, kudos to him. He's probably got 3 pounds of tape on that ankle. And at any rate, I don't think you're getting a 100% version of Jefferson. But either way,
So that's definitely going to hurt Iowa State on the boards.
right.
He's a very good rebounder for them. Now, here's what makes me nervous. Iowa State has got some bigs that they can play at all three levels. One of those being I'm going to butcher his name, but it's Milan Momcilovic, something like that.
Yeah.
I know I butchered the name, but averages 17.2 points on the season. He is a 49% 3-point shooter on the season. 134 made field goals on 272 attempts. That dude is unreal.
Yeah.
And he can play at all three levels. He can play down low. He can shoot the mid range, but he's very good from deep. And this is an Iowa State team that's got a couple of guys that can do that. And we've got some good defenders, but Felix Hotpar and JP Estrella, they're not great perimeter defenders. And with bigs that can shoot as well as them, as these guys at Iowa State has, it makes me nervous because, you've also got to be prepared for them to drive. So you're going to have Felix and JP getting ready for that cut to the basket, and if they pull up, I feel like they're going to overcorrect one way or another. They're either going to go straight out onto the shooter and allow a shot fake and get right by them, or they're going to prepare for the drive and then all of a sudden they're just going to shoot over our bigs. So that's a big thing that makes me nervous about this game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I didn't realize that Momkovic, I have no idea how to say his name, so that's probably wrong. But, I mean, that dude's almost a 51.5% from the field type of guy, field goal percentage. And also 88% free throw shooter. This is all the ingredients to allow one guy to beat us.
Mm-hmm.
So, something to definitely keep an eye on. We're definitely going to need a full team effort from our team, man. I just, one thing I want to see is, I think they're going to really choke down Jacoby Gillespie. I think Iowa State's defense is pretty nasty. I think they're going to double team Gillespie and make him or get the ball out of his hands. I think when you allow Gillespie to dribble a little bit and kind of feel comfortable, moving around, I think that's when he is available to hurt you to either drive when he feels like there's a lane open or kick out and get an open three. I think that's Gillespie's type of ball. That's just the way he loves to play. Or off the pick and roll, lob it up and let Felix Ipara or JP Estrella go to work. I think it's not going to be that easy for Tennessee. I think Iowa State's going to do a good job holding them. I actually see this one kind of being a little bit lower scoring dogfight, but I think that favors Tennessee. The problem is I do think that if you have a rough night shooting wise, that's going to favor Iowa State. So Tennessee's going to have to figure out a way to scratch and claw to a 40 to 45% day from the field, and really contain this Momkovic guy. If I know that's probably not right, I'm sorry. That's just the best I can come up with. But they're going to have to contain number 22 in Iowa State, and if Jefferson plays, number 5 as well. But if they can contain those two guys, man, it's still not going to be easy. Iowa State's a 2 seed for a reason, but they're not unbeatable. They went 12-6 in their conference. Now, granted, their conference does include a 1 seed Arizona, a 2 seed Houston, a 4 seed Kansas, I think a 5 seed Texas Tech. Like, they had a pretty good conference as well. Very comparable, honestly, to the SEC.
Mhm.
Maybe even a little bit. No, I think Big 12 only has 3 teams in the Sweet 16. Iowa State, Houston, and Arizona. Kansas lost, Texas Tech lost, BYU lost, I think. So yeah. But either way, they went 12-6 from the conference. They went 29-7 overall. They're not unbeatable, but Tennessee's going to have their hands full.